Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to cut this channel cat. In order to cut the channel cat up, what you're going to need is fillet knife, some pliers or some wire cutters. Basically what I'm going to do is, this catfish has a fin here, and on this fin there's a sharp barb here, and if you turn him he's not going to sit flat. So you want to go ahead and cut that off. So I'm going to go ahead, just cut this off of him like that. Flip to the other side. This side is flat because he sat in the cooler, but I'm still going to go ahead and cut this off. There we go. So there we go, both the barbs are off. I'm going to go ahead and put those to the side there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the bottom down here. There we go. Once you get to about the fin right there, you're going to go ahead and flip them like that, because there's a bone about right here, right after this dorsal fin. There's a bone right about here. So you want to go ahead and cut around this dorsal fin, right? Now I'm just cutting against that rib line on up till it gets to where his belly section is. That's where his ribs start forming, right here. So you want to go around those ribs. Up above, around that dorsal fin, because there's bones here. There we go. And then you should have two fillets. They're not the best fillets. I did leave the belly meat. I don't want to eat the belly meat. I know a lot of the bacteria and a lot of that collects down in the belly, especially with these channel cats. So I'm just going to take these fillets here. I'm going to go ahead and put this cat to the side. And what I'm going to do with these fillets here, first I'm going to go ahead and clean this off real quick, and then I'll get right back with you guys. Now, a lot of people, they don't bleed out their cats when they catch their catfish. And you want to bleed them out. I mean, you want to cut his gills. As soon as you pull him out and you catch him and you're getting ready to throw him on your stringer, bleed him out. Cut his gills on both sides. Cut his gills underneath his gill plate. Put him on the stringer and let him bleed out inside of the water. Then what he's going to do is, all this blood that's collected inside of this meat is going to be drained out through his gills. Now you see how this meat is clean, it's not bloody. Most of the time you watch catfish videos, a lot of their meat is bloody. It's because they're not bleeding their fish out. Bleed your fish out, you're going to have a clean fillet. You're going to have a nice fillet, nicer than it would be if you didn't bleed them out. There is easier ways to skin a catfish where you could get all the meat, every single last bit of the meat. You just literally pull the skin back off the catfish and it exposes all their meat, and you could get a lot of the meat off. But here I'm just taking these fillets. I'm not really sitting here worried about it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the skin off of the catfish now. And what you want to do is you want to start down at the bottom here, cut to the skin. Once you get the skin, you should have a fat layer here. Now you should have a layer in order for you to run your knife There we go. Now we have skin fillet. Do you see that fat right here? You can also cut that out to get a lot of the fishy taste out of your catfish fillet. Again, I'm just starting at the bottom here. You just make a straight incision straight to the bottom of the skin and then start cutting sideways. And then you're just gonna follow this skin. It's gonna follow the skin for you. You can also peel it if you get a good amount of leverage where you could just peel it. You could also peel this off, but it is easier to just hold it and cut along that skin line with a good fillet knife. You do want a good fillet knife with this. Now this is that fat section that I was talking about. You can see where it's a bit darker on the meat. That is where the bloodline is. So what you want to do is you can cut diagonal like this, and then same on the other side. Cut diagonal, and then you can just rip that fat piece out. You have this here, turn those into some nuggets, and then you can just pull that fat piece out there like that, and then you're left with this, some fillets. There's still a little bit of fat there left on there, but that's fine. But then you have some nuggets here that you can go ahead and make catfish nuggets, fish and chips, whatever you want. So that's pretty much it. If you guys want to see any other catch and cooks, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what fish I should cook up next. I've been thinking like tuna or bonito or something like that. But that's going to be it for this video.